Hello again and welcome into the FCS Huddle. I'm Elliot Schall with the FCS Senior Editor for Stats, Craig Haley, and we are having a good time talking FCS college football each week, and it's getting more and more exciting as the season continues to roll. Now, we've talked about some of these guys who have started to make an impact in the FCS and potential scouts from the NFL that are watching them, and we looked at a lot of the offensive guys. We talked about Wentz, we talked about Cooper Kupp, and so now, I'd like to maybe focus on some of the defensive guys. And we've seen guys come into the NFL from the FCS, like Jared Allen and Robert Mathis, who have made huge impacts and are huge key All-Pro, Pro Bowl players. What are some of the guys this year that we can kind of focus on?
Yeah, you mentioned Carson Wentz, quarterback, North Dakota State. I mean, I think on the defensive side, you don't have a name player like that. You have more depth this year. The FCS level always does well with defensive ends and slash outside linebacker types. Cornerbacks do well. I think that's the kind of year we're going to have. I mean, there's James Cowser at Southern Utah, defensive end. He's been relentless throughout his career. I mean, just racking up tackles for loss, racking up sacks. He's got good size. He's kind of got the motor that you're looking for.
Yeah, and absolutely. And it's interesting how guys translate into the NFL. Some guys are just better than guys coming from like the SEC and Big Ten, because sometimes it's just hard, and sometimes it's just what you can do on the field. And I guess what is it? What would you say some of the players that scouts are kind of keeping an eye out?
Well, I do think what you mentioned, there's kind of a chip on your shoulder on the FCS level. You grow up wanting to play for a big FCS program. If it doesn't quite work out, doesn't mean it can't work out on the FCS level. So yes, I think the drive you show, the work ethic, that stands out, and that drives you going from day one when you arrive in an NFL camp. Obviously, you have to have good tape. You have to have a good career, the kind of measurables you're looking for. But yes, this is what they're looking for. Players do drop down from the FBS level to the FCS level, and then they get a second chance. Definitely a lot of good talent out there.
Absolutely. You talk about talent, and you hear some of these national writers and analysts discuss, what guys are doing on the field to impact their draft stock. Whether the stock is rising, stock is lowering, or going down, up, whatever. And I guess one thing, what can you tell? Obviously, the season's still early, and we're really just starting to kick things off here in the FCS. But what are some of the guys that have kind of impacted their draft stock already?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it stands out early. Harlan Miller at Southeastern Louisiana. I mean, he's off to a tremendous start. He's got good size for a cornerback. It's a program that has had outstanding defensive backs through the years, so I think that helps him. Yes, NFL scouts are looking for somebody who's off to a hot start. That catches your eye in September. I mean, if you look at Javon Hargrave at South Carolina State, I mean, defensive tackle. Maybe not quite the size they want on the NFL level, but he can get bigger. He is a monster to defend. I mean, if you saw the MEAC SWAC Challenge, he was all over the field. He had 6 sacks in one game as a junior a year ago. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you get off to a good start, it's going to catch your scout's eyes. You're going to get invitations to those postseason games.
All right, and as you can tell, it's never early to start talking about the NFL draft when it comes to college football, that's for sure. But for more FCS, check out the website, fcs.football, as well as the Twitter, @FCS_stats, and give Craig a follow, @Craig Haley. For Craig Haley, I'm Elliot Schall. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you for watching.